Hello, students. Let's read this problem together. Anthony is a carpenter. He visited the hardware shop to buy a woodcutter machine. There are three different models. The following figure shows the price and discount that each model has. So the first model is the CX245, and it has a price of $2,850, and it has 25% off. Our second model is the MLE23C, and it has a price of $32.40, and it has a discount of 30% off. And our last model is the GRZ32, and it has a price of $22.50 with a discount of $85. So I'm going to put that in a different color because it's not a percentage, it's actually the dollar amount. So which model of woodcutter machine will be the best deal? So in this question, they're asking us for the best deal. The best deal is the lowest price. So they're asking us which one is the lowest. Okay, so for two of these models, we have been given a percent. So we're going to set up a percent bar for each of those. However, for the last model, we don't need to do a percent bar because they already gave us the dollar amount of discount. So let's go ahead and start by using our percent bar or making a percent bar for our first model. So in our first model, we're going to make the percent bar from 0 to 100%. And we know that 100% is the full price, which is $2,850. And in this particular model, we can get 25% off. So we're going to mark 25%. And we want to know what dollar amount that would be. So this is what we're getting off, the discount. And so we can set up our proportion. We have the dollar amount to its percent. So we want the dollar amount to 25%. We're going to set up that proportion. We have x over 25 equals 2,850 over 100. So here, once again, I'm actually going to use my relationship. I can see that 100, if I go this way, can be divided by 4 to get 25. So what's 2,850 divided by 4 so that will give us x? I'm going to go ahead and work that out right here. I just made a relationship and found my factor. So here, this is going to be 7, because 7 times 4 is 28. Bring down the 5. 4 goes into 5 one time. Have 1 left over, so bring down the 0. 4 goes into 10 2 times. That's 8, but we have 2 left over. So we're going to have to add a decimal so that we can continue. And we add a 0. 4 goes into 25 times. And then we're done. So it looks like on this model, x equals, and I'm going to write it right here, right above the model. X equals 712.50. Now remember, 712.50 is how much we're going to get off. That's the discount. because that's X. So we're not quite done figuring out the price of that model. So now we know that the total price was $2,850, but we're going to save $712.50. So we'll put 0.00, 0.50. 0 minus 0. Here we're going to have to borrow and regroup. So that's 50 cents. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. 8 minus 7 is 1. And 2 minus nothing. So it looks like this first model is $2,137.50. So I'm going to write it right here. 2,137.50. Okay, let's make a percent bar for our second model. So for our second model, again, we're going to make our percents from 0 at the beginning of the bar all the way to the end of the bar, 100%. We also know that 100% of this model is 3,240. And this model has a 30% discount. So we want to know what the corresponding dollar amount would be for 30%. That's how much we're going to get off. So we are going to set up our proportion, and our proportion is going to have the dollar amount over the percent for both of these. So the dollar amount is what we get for X over the percent. So this is going to be X over 30 is equal to 3,240 over 100. Do you think you can find a relationship? How about, since we have 100, and we say that from here, from the 100 to 3,240, we are multiplying by 32.4. Does that make sense? Because 100 times 32.4 would move the decimal twice and give us 3,240. So we can use that same relationship here and say we're going to multiply 30 by 32.4. So we'll do that math right here. 32.4 times 30. 0 times anything is 0. Then we have our placeholder. 4 times 3 is 12. We carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6, and 1 more is 7. 3 times 3 is 9. So for this one, we have one number behind the decimal. So we need to make sure that we have one number behind the decimal in my product. So that's going to be $972. So for this one, X equals $972. But that's not the price. Remember, that's the discount. That's how much we're going to get off. So the total price at 100% was $3,240. So 3,240 minus the 30% discount, which came out to $972. Looks like we're going to have to borrow so that we can regroup. 10 minus 2 is 8. I cannot subtract 7, so again, I'm going to borrow and regroup. And 13 minus 7 is 6. Now I have 1 minus 9, which again, I'm going to have to borrow and regroup. That's 2. And 2 minus nothing is 2. So it looks like this model is $2,268 after our 30% discount. Let's go ahead and write it right here. $2,268. So we've already found 2 of our models. Now the third one is going to be a little bit easier because we do not have to do a percent bar for that one. They didn't give us the discount in a percent, they actually gave us the dollar amount. It's $2,250 and we're saving $85. So for that one, we're just going to do the subtraction. I'm going to make myself a little space right down here to do my subtraction for that third model. And we have 2,250 for the original price, and then we are subtracting $85 as our discount. So we will have to borrow and regroup. 10 minus 5 is 5. We have to borrow again and regroup. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus nothing, and 2 minus nothing is 2. So we have our price for this third model is $2,165. So now let's look at our question again. It said, which model of woodcutter machine will be the best deal? And we said the best deal would be the lowest price. So if we look at them, we have $2,137.50, 20 or $2,268 or $2,165. So the lowest price is A. And so I would choose A as the best deal.